Yes, forgot to put my mic on. I'm waiting for all of you to come live for an interesting class today of the benefits of touching your partner every day. Yeah, so want to discuss some amazing benefits that we experience and we live when the partner touches us, and why should it be happening every day. So everybody, most welcome, and I request you to put in a hi, hello in the comments for me, and very soon I'll be introducing myself, the class, and waiting for everyone to come on board. So whoever is here already, where I see more than 40 people already on board, please come on guys, put a thumbs up, say a hi, hello, good morning, कुछ भी बोल दो, कुछ भी मत बोलना, I mean greet कर लो, and let's take the class forward, should we? Awesome. So everybody, warm welcome. This is your GOQii coach Niyatii N Shah, and I am here today in this class Sexuality Matters, and to talk to you about the benefits of touching your partner every day. Thank you, Priyansh. A very good morning to you. So before we begin the benefits, of course, there will be a little bit of introduction that I would like to speak to you about. And if you have any questions regarding the topic we are discussing today, I request you to put it in the comment section. If there is a question, give me some background, like, if you are married, then how many years married? If you're not married, approximately, like, what's your age, approximate age, and all of that. So I will have a reference to talk to you about. So there are different phases of life wherein we experience different things, and it just makes it easier for me to reply to you. So make sure that you're giving me some reference about yourself when you're asking me a question specifically, so I understand the question better. So that's about the instructions. Of course, likes to heart ko keep pressing, because your love is going to make me feel more happy. So this is the way we are touching, through this virtual one, where you're connecting to let me know that, Niyatii, you're doing fine and we are understanding what you are saying. We agree to some extent, maybe. So your hearts can depend what you want to otherwise say in words to me. So don't forget to click the hearts, right? Okay, so that's the end of the introduction. I am your GOQii coach Niyatii N Shah. Today's class is Sexuality Matters, and today's topic is the benefits of touching your partner every day. So good morning, everybody. And Anil Sharma, this is not the topic I will be covering today. And whatever your concerns are, either you speak to me on Arena, or we will, you can just go back to all the sessions we've had on my profile, and maybe you'll get your answer there. Okay, everybody, please stick to the topic and let's discuss the topic. Make it more interactive so that there's some fun element to it, and it's not just me giving my opinion and my understanding and my knowledge. Let this be a two-way game. Okay, guys, that's the end of my introduction, and this brings me to the class now. And good morning, Shiva. Good morning, Devin. Good morning, Aditya. So if you and Anil would want to chat about this, let's take it on a private window, okay? All right, guys. So now, what are these benefits of touching your partner every day? Now, it is a known fact that any couples, romantically involved or sexually involved couples, definitely have the need to be touched by the partner at some point in time, at least, I mean, during the day, during the night, during 2 days, during 3 days, there is some desire and there is some want to be touched. Now, that is because we are talking about the sexually or the romantically involved couples. Now, there are couples who are not married but still would like to, be close to one another, hold hands, cuddle, hug. So today we are focusing on the couples, okay, romantically or sexually involved people, and why. So that's why we call them partners. Okay, so we will be focusing on this aspect. Touch itself, I will be giving a little bit understanding about the touch. How does it work, in the mind and the body? That will be the base to understand when it comes to your partner. All right. So the skin to skin touch is way stronger than a verbal or an emotional contact you make with people. So you might tell somebody, I love you every day. But when you don't say I love you and you hug a person, your energy transmitting to that person, the skin to skin touch itself makes them believe, because your touch has that language which maybe they might not believe when you say it. So that is the power of touch when we are talking, ladies and gentlemen. Now what happens, okay, physiology, what happens is there are hormones in our system, okay, which either the level increases or the level decreases with certain way of being, like when you're touching somebody, the oxytocin hormones increase. Now what does this hormone do? We will talk in a while. Now very quickly to go back in time a little bit to give you an understanding. पहले है ना animals जो होते थे वो eggs lay करते थे, तो वहाँ पे क्या होता था, like the eggs are laid and then the newborns were left alone in the world to survive on themselves, by themselves. There was no touch, there was no see now today if you see, anyway, so coming back, so these little ones were left to survive on their own. It was all about independent survival. Then came the mammals. Now with mammals, the whole system changed. There was evolution. Now mammals were the ones, they became these parents of the offspring. They licked them, they kept them close, they gave warmth. So that kind of, the whole biological study of this basically gave an understanding that there's a whole nervous system and an immune system which is functioning, and it becomes dependent on becoming a relationship. So when we became mammals, we started understanding that there is connection between two animals. That's where the community started evolving. That's where societies were built. That's where group of particular animals or humans, we call them, हम सब साथ में आने लगे, because we understood the importance and all the benefits that these connects were giving us. Our existence started depending on that. Now, so there is some biological changes that were happening during this evolution, जहाँ पे एक very quickly, just to give you an understanding, एक nerve evolve होने लगी हमारे शरीर में, which basically is completely, its function is basically to modulate the entire stress response and the so basically it just gives you all the ingredients to calm yourself down, to relax. So that became one of the biggest evolution for humans also. Now when we are talking about touch, we need to understand where it is coming from, okay? As in as soon as a child is born, the first thing that even the doctors do is keep the child onto the mother's chest. As soon as a child is born, they are cleaning the child. They need to, measure the weight and the time and all that stuff. Within that 2, 3, 4 minutes, the first thing the doctors or the nurses do is give the child to the mother, and the mother keeps the child on the chest. This touch is so important for us humans now, to be connected, to feel wanted, to feel calm, to feel relaxed. There is so much that happens in the body. So this oxytocin that I was talking about, it just builds, not builds up, it just kind of spreads. The levels increase and it makes us happy. It makes us relax. It calms us down. It makes us feel wanted. It makes us feel connected. Okay. So even when the babies are in the intensive care unit, there are volunteers now who volunteer only to go and hold the baby, because that touch, what that touch can heal, maybe nothing works better than that touch. Of course the medicines are important, of course that care is important, but this touch gives the body the calmness, the relaxation, the connect. You're getting what I'm saying? So these are small acts which you and your partner also, it brings you together in a relationship. So we will be talking about it, of course, but just to give, to create some context around, hum सीधा बोलने लगेंगे ना, तो you're like, of course I know, of course I know how I feel when I want to hug my partner. Of course I feel sexual when I'm touching somebody. Of course I mean, we know that already, right? But we are discussing this today because some elements we forget, some elements we hesitate because we think it's not right to do maybe, some elements you don't even know about. So let's bring all this thing together to understand the benefits, okay? Very quickly, I'll just see the comments and if there is any question for me right now. Okay, everybody, good morning, good morning. Ramandeep, thank you. Naresh, good morning. Thank you, Ramandeep. Atul, namaste. CK, good morning. Everybody, good morning, good morning. Come on, guys, hit the hearts for notation. No, Niyatii. I know what this auto does. So thank you, Devin. Touching the opposite sex, friends. N is the phenomena work in friendships too. Is the phenomena work in friendships too? Of course it works, Ankit. Touch works for any two human beings, okay? So remember there used to be this campaigns of free hugs, which started in Australia, and I definitely have this in my bucket list to do this campaign somewhere in Mumbai. It just, you know how it feels. You've hugged, okay? Somewhere, somebody's at some point, if nothing, at least our mothers have hugged us, and you know how it feels, right? So people are, because of a little bit of taboo also, our culture does not let us hug one another. Especially, see, now today's generation is way different, okay? They hug, they kiss each other on the cheek. So there is friendship over there. Now, every touch does not have to be sexual. Every touch does not have to be like a message that I'm interested in you and I want a relationship with you. No, there are friendly hugs. There are friendly ways of connecting, through touch. So these are the want of a human being, and we are somewhere, it's taken away from us. Our parents also, once, we grow up a little bit, parents don't hug their children. Sometimes, yes, your children do not like hugging you at all the times, but there are times in that same phase of life where they want to sit next to you, they'll put their head on the lap, they'll come and hug you. So, of course, teenagers have their own phases and understanding, but it definitely brings in that angle, okay? But coming back to the partners right now. So as adults, it is said that romantic relationships are one of the primary relationships that provide us with the touch we crave. So initially, the touch was about feeling secure, feeling accepted. Even today, most of the women, because we are so emotional about it, the touch means a huge deal for us. So if, when the partner comes and hugs us, there is a sense of exclusivity, okay? There is a sense of being unique. That is not the touch which is shared to anybody else. It is for me. There is security in that touch. So what is the benefit of touching your partner every day? So silently, somewhere you're giving away the message that I am still here for you. You are still unique to me. You are exclusive for me. So these are the kind of messages we are passing on to our partner. I still love you. So these are the messages, subtle messages, which words probably will not convey as much as these touch will convey to your partner, okay? So to have a very a non-verbal secure relationship, hugs will talk a lot. So there are times, specific times we know of when you hug your partner, it doubles whatever the message is, or if the partner wants to feel closer to you, it doubles. So one is when you wake up and you hug your partner. I'm not saying only on bed, okay? Even when you're up and you're ready to change, and you've changed, you've got ready, and then you meet your partner in the daytime, she may be in the kitchen, you may be getting ready, or vice versa. And that's where if you just spend 1 minute hugging one another and saying, hey, darling, good morning, that hug can last for the whole day with the security and with the sense of being loved by somebody who is your partner. So hugging in the morning when you wake up, just before leaving for work, whoever is leaving the house for whatever reason, the first person to leave the house, hug and then leave. And when you're back home, or just in the evening sometimes, specifically when you meet after a few hours, if you just go hug the person back again, it just, it the oxytocin, when it releases, it has magic. It does magic to a human being. So it just gives that extra edge for the partner to know that, yes, I'm back and I craved for this touch, because it's exclusive, because it's unique. That kind of touch you don't get, you don't expect it. The conditioning of a mind is such, and you don't get it from anywhere else. So all day your friends must have hugged you, all day your parents must have hugged you, but when your partner hugs you, it's a different feeling altogether. There's romance, there's the warmth, and as I was saying, the uniqueness and exclusivity which others don't get. So that brings in a lot of craving for this feeling every day. All right. Feeling connected to somebody who is constant in our life also fends off loneliness from a person's life. People who are not hugged regularly sometimes lose the sense of being connected to other human beings. So they are lost, they feel lost. So the touching, and now I'm not talking only about hugging, okay? It could be hugs, it could be a kiss on the forehead or on the cheek, it could be a cuddling while you're watching TV, it could be a foot massage, rubbing the back, holding the back when you're walking, holding hands. It could be any form of touch with the partner, may not necessarily be sexual all the time. So non-sexual touch basically connects to people on the emotional level. And of course, the sexual touch has its own connotation and function in people's lives. So feeling connected will also fend off loneliness from that person. And when a person feels lonely, there is depression, there is insecurity, there are all these negative feelings that come into a person's life. So when you touch your partner every day, your partner will not feel lonely. Your partner will not feel that I am alone in this relationship. So in whatever manner you can, I think you should, right? Touch your partner every day. And I think if it is a different touch every time, it brings in that spice. It it could be a little kinky. It brings in a lot of sense of musty, if I have to put it. I think it works wonders, so there's a lot of laughter, there could be teasing, there could be flirting around it. So let it be different each time, let it be, maintain the hugs, that is for sure, but it could be a little different, and it can bring in the spice, in the life. Now, what is this oxytocin doing is it helps humans to connect to others and to promote the feel-good sensation, okay? You feel good, and it fosters a sense of well-being and happiness. It's a happy hormone. In short, if I have to say, not using all these jargons and huge words, it's just a happy hormone. It makes you happy. If you are sad and if somebody comes and just hugs you closely, you will feel happy. Right? If you're feeling very scared and if somebody just holds your hand, you will feel secure, because that level of happiness or that level of connect happens. So when if somebody is really angry, if your partner is really angry, if you just go and hug your partner and say, this is just not happening, this is not going the way we are supposed to talk, or I'm sorry for yelling at you, or I think we are just angry at one another, but there is a hug involved, or there is a hold of hand involved, and when you start talking to your partner, all the raised voices come down, the heartbeat starts synchronizing. You understand? So the touch literally connects to people, even physiologically. So the heartbeat starts synchronizing, you both calm down, you both, the anger and the aggression that is there in your system at that point in time comes down. So similarly, it works with children also. Just to give one added tip, whenever your child is very, very cranky, and when you tend to lift the child and make the child come closer to you, and there is touch involved, which helps the child to calm down. The same way, when you touch your partner every day, the the chances, the percentage of your partner flaring at you or getting more angry at you comes down. So even if your partner is angry at you, somewhere or the other, the touch will bring you back closer very soon than somebody who does not touch. It also helps you to start thinking from a very logical point of view, or you basically can think when you are calmer. So when there's a lot of anger, when there's a lot of conflict, and then you touch, the conflict literally resolves. So if you are fighting with your partner, you will not feel like going and touching your partner. But that's exactly what you need. Go touch your partner. Go give him a hug or go hold her hand. Sit down together. There has to be, now touch is a happy touch I'm talking about, okay? I'm not talking about any other kind of touch which can hurt somebody. I am talking about when there is happy touch. Of course, there are unsafe touches and it is not going to bring you together, obviously. So the touch has to be the happy touch. The touch has to be a safe touch. So, even if your boss gives you a pat on your back, there is a difference in the way you will see your boss also and the way you will perform. If a teacher gives a pat on the child's back, the child is going to believe the teacher no matter what she says or she shares. So touch can be really, really powerful in a couple's life. I mean, I hope you're getting where I'm coming from and what I'm saying. There are a lot of positive thoughts that start coming into each partner's, system, wherein otherwise, when you're angry with your partner, when there's conflict, when there's emotional burden, see, in a couple's life, a lot of things happen, okay? There are other people involved from the family who also add into that, the emotional distress that a couple might be forming because of any reasons. It could be work stress, it could be family members, it could be children, it could be so many things. But if you are not there to hug each other or kiss each other or be there for one another through touch, it is just going to increase the distance between the two of you. That is why even in front of your children, if you hug your partner, your children are also understanding and they want to be a part of that hug. You remember, your child will come running, even if she is an older child, she will come running to be a part of that because it bonds, right? So you and your partner need to have so much of touch even in front of the children where they also want to be a part of it and you all connect on a different level. All right. So it expands the trust between people. The oxytocin also expands the trust between people. There is something called dopamine and serotonin, okay? So these hormones expand the trust factor between people. So there are these three hormones which play a huge role in our physiology when there's touch, skin to skin touch. Happy touches, ये neurotransmitters बोलते हैं इनको, and it regulates the mood also, as I was saying. So even when your partner is stressed, maybe either because of work or because she's been handling toddlers in the house, if you just go and sit next to the partner, hold her hand or, hold him, hug him without saying anything. Sometimes we become so, such teachers to everybody, we just want to advise. If somebody is complaining to you, if somebody is trying to vent, one of the partner is venting, I'm just so tired today. Today, there was so much work in the office and I'm extremely exhausted. We immediately start giving advices that, why don't you lessen down your work? Why don't you change your jobs? These people don't need advices. These people need silence. These people need ears to listen. And these people need touch. Just go hug the person and let the person be. The touch will calm them down and then they'll be able to talk to you in a better way. So if the mother is complaining, the whole day the children were on her case, the whole day children have been cranky, especially the young mothers with the young children. And the gap may not be so, long that she has probably a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Every mother who's had this knows it can be so, it's tough, okay, for children, for an adult to constantly be in the space of children. It demands energy, it demands mental strength, it demands a lot of things that probably an adult also needs to connect with another adult, right? But here it demands another level. So if your partner is venting out, if your partner is saying that I've just had such a tough day, they are not feeling good, they stressed me, they've broken things, they fought today, it could be anything. But if you sit down with your partner and you just hold her hand and say, even if you don't say anything, but you just hold her hand, take her, by your side, let her come closer to your shoulder, hug her, it relaxes her. It will give her more strength to deal with everyday issues, whether it's children, maybe she's working and she's dealing with kids. So it could be anything. But touching your partner every day just helps you to get through life, helps you to stay calm, helps you stay connected, helps you to feel that I'm special and I am what I am to my partner who nobody else can be. So very quickly, if I have to say, if a wife, okay, if you ask any wife, now I'm specifically being a little gender biased here, but even men for that matter, I have known about certain cases. If one partner has to see, like supposing I'm giving an example, if I see anybody else touching my partner, maybe a hug, maybe just a pat on the back, or just being close and friendly, I will not feel threatened because I know my space with my partner. I know I'm secured with my partner. But if I had a lover and if somebody else touched him, I will not take it, because that exclusivity, okay, now there is this security here that I know we are not going anywhere, but there is no security here. And I know if I have been in a married lover, I'm talking about, if I have been in his life, somebody else can also come in. So the jealousy and the insecurity starts coming in. If my same married lover touches his wife, I'm secure again, because I know maybe that wife came in way before I came in, or maybe the wife is a secured partner just the way I am to somebody else. There's security. There is no threatening, because I know that person is special to me and I'm special to that person in spite of us having spouses. Just giving an example. So there is this exclusivity and security we crave, and the hugs and the touch gives us that. So please make plans, make it very obvious, keep in mind certain ways of touching your partner, certain times when you should be touching your partner, especially after a long day. Somebody sits down, one of the partner is giving a foot massage, one of the partner is giving a back massage, or just touching one another. The entire the tiredness from the body disappears. If there is any illness, and the more you touch your partner, the more chances of that disease or that illness to go away. Okay, touch is powerful, ladies and gentlemen, and do not be conjuice in giving touch to your partner, and let it be every day, let it be at least twice to thrice, which is fixed, because that makes it exclusive, that makes it unique, that when you are leaving the house, you hug. Now this can also be done with children, okay? In my house, it is a code, like we hug before we leave, no matter what, because in a way we are saying that, we've heard about people saying, I regret, I did not get a chance to talk to my partner, or I was angry with my partner and I lost him or I lost her. There are incidences happening outside in the world. Why leave any chance to express that, yes, at any moment, that yes, I love you and you mean a lot to me. So whether my kids are going to school, whether I'm going to work, whether it's a weekend, somebody is leaving the house, there has to be hugs. At night, when we are saying goodnight to one another, there has to be hugs and kisses. So these are this is the way you assure, these are assurances that I am there for you, I am yours, we have this bonding, and we are here for one another. There's trust, there's bond, there's love. So please go ahead and schedule your touches. Sometimes be more creative about it. You could be flirty, you could be simply caring, but there has to be touch involved, all right? So that is me, folks, Niyatii, with you, for you. Oh God, 3.3 thousand likes. Oh my God, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And hi, good morning, Amit, Rahul, hello, Mahesh, good morning. कोई questions नहीं आए हैं. I've just been going on and on sharing what I wanted to share with you. अगर कोई questions हैं, कोई comment हैं, आप कर रहे हैं, तो share it with the world. Let the world disconnected. But I hope you can see me now. In case the network goes away, if there are any questions, please come on the arena and you can have a chat with me. It was lovely being with you guys, and the love you've shown me, it's amazing. 2,600 plus people. Please, 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 all your love and all your feedback that comes to me, we take it very, very seriously, and we ensure that we do our best to be with you here. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you for being with me today morning, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock once again. Let's see. I have a lot of people who've connected through Arena, so somehow they found me. I don't know any other way. If you could, Niyatii N Shah, if you could put in my name with double I, with the middle name, maybe it'll be easier for you to find me. So look for that, okay? All right, guys. I was saying, GOQii is basically a platform which brings in live videos for you, helps you connect with the coaches, one-to-one, and seek their take their support and see how you would want to benefit with a holistic health. It is not just emotional, physical, it is also sexual, it is also social. There's a lot that's being shared on this platform. So be a part of it and invite more and more people to join in, because if you are benefiting, your environment will benefit, and all the people around you, if they have the same mentality and understanding as you, it'll be easier to maintain your health. All right. So invite more and more people, and our hashtag, be the force. Yes, that's what you have to be. All right. Be that force for other people also. So ending here, and thank you everybody so much. And I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah. Bye.